p.m. Your homework still isn't finished, but you know you should go to bed. After finally convincing yourself to put away your work, you lie down in bed, expecting an instant relaxation to calm you. But your stress level is still high, so you end up lying awake in bed for hours before finally falling asleep. Only a few hours later, your alarm penetrates through the room. You feel like you just laid down, completely oblivious to the complex stages of sleep your body just went through, and curious as to why you had trouble falling asleep in the first place. Jean Hayter describes sleep in the article The Rhythm of Sleep as a complex biological rhythm in which our bodies receive the rest they need. But what actually goes on when we check out? Throughout my speech, I will inform you on the basic needs and stages of sleep from infants to adults, as well as two of the most common sleep disorders. So who actually needs the most sleep? About 50% of you in my survey thought teens needed the most sleep. However, the article The Rhythm of Sleep states the amount of sleep gradually decreases throughout childhood, as shown by this graph. Infants need about 16 to 18 hours a day, according to Babies and Their Sleep Environment, written by Anders and Taylor. By 2 years of age, you only need 12 hours, and throughout the rest of your life, your need for sleep is gradually decreasing. However, some people still think the elderly need more sleep, including 4% of you in my survey. And my experience working at Meeker Manor makes me think this too, because I see people laying in bed all day long. But according to Jean Hayter, the older people require significantly longer to fall asleep and are less able to tolerate sleep deprivation, which makes it seem like they're always in bed, even if they're not sleeping. So now that we know who needs the most sleep, you may be wondering what kinds of sleep aids can help achieve this necessity. Although none of you suggested the old remedy of drinking a warm glass of milk before bed, there is truth to this claim. Milk contains the protein L-tryptophan, which transmits serotonin and then induces sleep. About 20% of you in my survey said use melatonin. According to Anders and Taylor, adults in our society use more sleeping pills than any other prescription medication. While melatonin may have an immediate positive reaction, like any drug, your body starts to depend on it. The Sleep Foundation's article, Side Effects of Sleep Medication by Daniel Pacheco states, with longer-term use, you increase your risk of developing a tolerance. When this happens, some end up increasing their dosage or abusing the pill, which results in problematic side effects. So melatonin may be a positive temporary fix. However, many other sleep aids are mentioned in my survey that used, including eye masks, fans, lights, and music, which all don't have any negative consequences. At this point, you may be wondering what are the complex processes that go on in your body as you sleep. Next, we will dive into the stages of sleep and how they differ in infants and adults. Sleep is divided into 5 stages, according to Jean Hayter in The Rhythm of Sleep. The first stage is the shortest, and when someone is quite relaxed and aware of their surroundings. This quickly progresses into stage 2, where someone becomes unaware of their surroundings and wakes up easily. Stage 3 is also relatively short, and just allows the body to progress deeper into sleep until they finally reach stage 4, which is about 90 minutes long and includes little body movement and decreased pulse and blood pressure. After stage 4, your body travels back up to stage 2 before it enters Rem Sleep, or the 5th stage. This accounts for 25% of sleep, and it is where information is categorized and integrated into the brain. Rem sleep is characterized by Jean Hayter as having autonomic activity, muscular twitching, and profound relaxation. It's also when dreams occur. About 68% of you said you remembered your dreams, but some claim to have them not at all. But Hayter says the studies of sleep behavior reveal everyone dreams in REM sleep, although some may not remember their dreams. One question may arise after talking about the 5 stages of sleep. Are the stages the same between all age groups? The simple answer would be no, but there are numerous similarities and differences between the stages of sleep and age. Hayter states the amount of REM sleep and stage 2 are unchanged throughout life, but the amount of stage 4 decreases by about 15 to 30%. Babies also have a unique sleep pattern. Unlike the 5 stages of sleep in adults, their sleep is split into active and quiet sleep according to Babies and Their Sleep Environment. Active sleep is also known as REM sleep, while quiet sleep is known as non-REM sleep, similar to the 4th stage of sleep in adults. Now that we have a good understanding of the process in individuals, we will look at 2 of the most common sleep disorders, insomnia and sleep apnea. The first most common sleep disorder is insomnia, as it affects 50% of the adolescent population, according to the article Adolescent Insomnia by Morrison and Story. They define insomnia as 45 minutes or longer to fall asleep on 3 or more nights a week. When being asked of the causes of insomnia, many of you answered with stress, anxiety, mental issues, phone usage, and caffeine. These causes can all be grouped into 3 main categories: physical, psychological, and behavioral. Physical causes include allergies and medication side effects, while the psychological factors include anxiety and depression. Behavioral causes include irregular bedtimes and the use of stimulation. The use of screens also plays a significant role in the onset of sleep. According to Screen Time and Insomnia, What It Means for Teens by Daniel Pacheco, phones, tablets, and computers give off short wavelength blue light similar to sunlight. It deceives the body into thinking it's still daytime, and in response, the body produces less melatonin, interfering with the body's natural sleep-wake cycle. The good news is there are many simple options to treating insomnia. According to the article, Prevalence of Healthy Sleep Duration Among Adults by Yang Liu and Ann Wheaton, insomnia symptoms can usually be resolved with improved sleep habits or physical or behavioral therapies. The article Adolescent Insomnia also shares helpful tactics, including cognitive focusing, which uses deep breathing and calming thoughts, along with exercise and nutrition. However, exercise should not be done less than 2 hours before bed. As Morrison and Story states, this increases the somatic, physiological, and metabolic responses, interfering with the onset of sleep. Medication is also not a great solution. As stated, this dependency can become greater than the problem of insomnia. The misuse of sleep medications can alter sleep stages, cause rebound insomnia, increase anxiety levels, and ultimately require increased dosage of medication. The second most common sleep disorder is sleep apnea, which may be more unfamiliar to you since it's more prevalent in adults. Sleep apnea can either be obstructive, meaning there's a blockage in the airway, or central, meaning there is a decreased neural output from the brain, making the body have no drive to breathe, according to Marianne Leantis in Sleep Apnea. It is more common to have sleep apnea if you are obese and as you age. Men are also 7 times more likely to have sleep apnea, according to the article Sleep Apnea in the American Journal of Nursing. Common symptoms include loud snoring, excessive daytime sleepiness, thrashing around in bed, mood changes, and abnormal pulse. The first treatment step is generally weight loss. However, moderate or severe cases may require a nasal continuous positive airway pressure device like that one. Now we have learned of the basic sleep necessities and stages of sleep from infants to adults, as well as 2 of the most common sleep disorders, insomnia and sleep apnea. I hope your knowledge has been expanded so that the next time you go to bed, you remember to thank your body for being hard at work preparing you for the next day.